Hold on tight, basketball fans, because the NBA playoffs are here and they are exploding with action. The San Antonio Spurs, led by the phenomenal Victor Wembanyama, just took Game 1 against the Portland Trail Blazers 111-98, marking the Spurs' first playoff win in 7 years. But the story isn't just about the win, it's about how Wemby performed: 35 points, 5 threes, and a defensive impact that left Portland reeling. And get this, legends Tim Duncan and David Robinson were courtside to witness the dawn of a new era in San Antonio. We'll break down Wemby's historic debut and what it means for the future of the franchise.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Speaking of legends watching the next generation, Victor Wembanyama didn't just dominate on the scoreboard. He clearly impressed the icons who built the Spurs dynasty. After his 35-point performance in Game 1, Wembanyama revealed he saw Tim Duncan and David Robinson on the Jumbotron and felt the energy of the crowd. Duncan and Robinson, who combined for 7 championships, have repeatedly voiced their support for the young star, and Wembanyama is aiming to reach their legendary status. But did you know Wemby actually surpassed Duncan for most points in a postseason debut in team history? We'll dive into the reaction and the significance of this moment. Now let's talk numbers, or are we? A potentially misleading statistic from ESPN SportsCenter account claimed the Portland Trail Blazers shot 0 of 11 when Victor Wembanyama was the primary defender. Sounds incredible, right? But a closer look and a check of the NBA's official tracking data reveals a different story. Portland actually shot 7 of 16 against Wemby. Was this a simple mistake or something more? We'll investigate the controversy and discuss why it's crucial to rely on accurate data when evaluating a player's performance, even one as dominant as Wembanyama. Finally, the energy inside Frost Bank Center was electric as Victor Wembanyama led the Spurs to victory, delivering a performance for the ages. This wasn't just a win. It was a statement, a declaration that the Spurs are back, and Wembanyama is the driving force. From his historic scoring to his defensive dominance, Wemby showcased why he's a generational talent. The Spurs took Game 1 111-98, and the league is officially on notice. Don't miss a single moment of this incredible playoff run. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our coverage. The San Antonio Spurs' playoff debut has sharply highlighted the divergent paths of two teams once similarly positioned in a rebuild, themselves and the Portland Trail Blazers. Both franchises entered a rebuilding phase in 2023, but a pivotal draft decision has dramatically altered their trajectories. While the Spurs landed Victor Wembanyama with the first overall pick, transforming them into a 60-20 contender, tied for the third-best record in franchise history, and achieved without their traditional star power of Robinson, Duncan, Parker, or Ginobili, the Blazers opted for Scoot Henderson. Henderson's impact has been significantly less pronounced. Currently, the team appears to be led by Denny Avdija, with Henderson still struggling to find his footing after missing much of the season with a hamstring injury. After 3 years, his potential remains uncertain, a stark contrast to the immediate success of Wembanyama. The Blazers face a critical juncture. Without a strong playoff performance from Henderson, they'll enter his 4th year still unsure of his future. The Spurs, meanwhile, have unequivocally entered a new era led by Wembanyama, while Portland remains an up-and-coming team dependent on Henderson, fulfilling his potential to reach San Antonio's level. Victor Wembanyama delivered a dominant playoff debut, leading the San Antonio Spurs to a 111-98 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 1. The 22-year-old scored 35 points, shooting 13 of 21 from the field and 5 of 6 from three-point range, all while playing in front of Spurs legends Tim Duncan and David Robinson. The presence of Duncan and Robinson, seated courtside at the Frost Bank Center, visibly energized both the crowd and Wembanyama. While he hasn't spoken to them directly, Wembanyama acknowledged the enthusiastic reaction from fans when the pair were shown on the Jumbotron, calling it amazing. Wembanyama's performance also surpassed Tim Duncan's point total in his own postseason debut, earning praise from coach Mitch Johnson. Duncan and Robinson, who combined for 7 championships with the Spurs, have been vocal supporters of Wembanyama, and the young star is clearly aiming to follow in their footsteps. The Spurs will look to take a 2-0 series lead in Game 2 on Tuesday, potentially even eliciting a more demonstrative reaction from the famously stoic Tim Duncan. Victor Wembanyama's electrifying NBA playoff debut has sparked a controversy surrounding a statistic posted by ESPN SportsCenter account. The San Antonio Spurs rookie, already an MVP finalist, exploded for 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks in Game 1 against the Portland Trail Blazers, showcasing his dominance on both ends of the court. However, SportsCenter's X account claimed the Trail Blazers shot a staggering 0 of 11 when Wembanyama directly contested their shots, a statistic now being questioned. While Wembanyama's defensive impact was undeniable, with Portland shooting just 43% from the field, the definition of contesting is unclear. NBA tracking data reveals a significantly different picture. Trail Blazers players were 7 of 16 when challenging Wembanyama. Experts suggest the discrepancy may stem from a misinterpretation of data, or potentially, an attempt to exaggerate Wembanyama's already impressive performance. While proving malicious intent is difficult, the error has drawn considerable scrutiny, particularly given ESPN's prominent position in the sports media landscape. The incident highlights the importance of verifying statistics, even when showcasing a player as extraordinary as Victor Wembanyama. In a stunning postseason debut, Victor Wembanyama led the San Antonio Spurs to a commanding 111-98 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 1, marking the franchise's first playoff win in 7 years. Wembanyama exploded for 35 points, including 5 three-pointers, and anchored a stifling defense, signaling the arrival of a new era for the Spurs. His scoring performance shattered the franchise record for points in a playoff debut, previously held by Tim Duncan, who witnessed the historic night courtside alongside David Robinson. Despite facing 8 different defenders and constant double teams, Wembanyama remained unstoppable, shooting 13 of 21 from the field and 5 of 6 from deep. He dominated the fourth quarter with 14 points, extinguishing any Portland comeback attempt. Defensively, Wembanyama held opponents scoreless on 11 possessions when serving as the primary defender. The electric atmosphere at Frost Bank Center, fueled by a sold-out crowd, underscored the significance of the moment, widely perceived as a passing of the torch. This Game 1 win represents validation for the Spurs, rebuild, and a warning to the rest of the NBA regarding Wembanyama's immense potential.